All right.
All right, who can guess what one of the oldest professions in our culture is?
Prostitution.
Possibly, but the one I'm talking about is storytelling. According to Irish Times, storytelling has spoken and spoken word have been around for as long as man has used language to communicate wishes, hopes, and fears. So we as human beings have a need to tell each other stories. We have this burning desire to be entertained by them. You know, we sit at campfires, we talk to each other. Anytime you talk to your friends, you're telling them a story. But are the ways that we are communicating and are entertaining ourselves, can some of those ways be harmful to us? Today I'm going to tell you guys about television. I think that we're watching way too much as a culture. And I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you how we can change this, and I'm going to tell you some different alternatives. I'm also going to tell you about, I kind of skipped something. I'm also going to tell you guys about an action that you can take. Now, you guys are probably asking yourselves, how is this related to me? Well, on average, Americans watch 143 hours of television every day. No, sorry, not every day. A month. Ha! Sorry. This is a lot. This is 5 days out of the month that you guys are spending in front of your televisions. And this study was done by Nielsen Company, and their target audience was college students. So you guys are spending 5 days watching TV. Whole days. Now, this is where I'm supposed to do my preview. I've done a lot of research about this, and I feel like I know a lot, and I am an avid user of the alternative that I'm going to give you guys, okay? You guys know that according to a study by University of Maryland, TV may allow you to feel good in the short term, but is likely to cause you to feel unhappy in this long term. When you're watching TV, you go into a beta zone. That's all you can focus on. It's like Mr. Pillion said when he was talking about texting and driving, a human being can only focus on one thing at a time. So when you're watching TV, that's all you're focused on. You're not noticing anything else around you. And when you're in that beta zone for so long, it affects your emotions. It makes you depressed, angry, sad. It has a physical effect on your body. ABC and CBS are two companies that have recently agreed to start advertising for people to stop watching so much television. Does that remind you guys of something? They advertise, don't use my product, don't watch TV, it's bad for you. And yet we still watch TV all the time. Now I'm going to talk to you guys about what alternatives there are to watching TV. So, reading. I love to read. I think reading is the best thing in the world. When I was a teenager in high school, I realized that my days consisted mainly of going to school, going home, and watching TV. And I was very depressed. I was very sad. I was very lonely. And then I made friends with this girl, and she was an avid reader, and she told me, you have to read this book. Harry Potter is the most amazing book in the world, and if you don't read it, I will cut you. So I went to the library, and I picked up the book, and like most people, I was like, I don't have time for reading. I don't want to read. Reading is hard. So I kept the book for a month before I actually picked it up and read it. And when I did, I couldn't put it down. It was amazing. It was a whole new world. I was so amazed by it. Reading is an activity in which the reader and the reading material in which the reader finds meaning towards it. That's by a study done by the Canadian Centre of Education and Science. Now, recently, books have been turned into movies. And how many of you guys have seen this movie? Raise your hand. How many of you guys have actually read the book? It is an amazing book. And there's so many details that you guys are missing out on. There's like secrets that you guys don't know about because you didn't read the book. there was like this part where this girl got her tongue cut out. None of you guys know about it. It was amazing. You guys missed out. I love to tease my sister about the stuff that I've read that she knows nothing about. And the book is way better than the movie. Now, I'm going to talk to you guys about other advantages to reading. So, in a study done by the Canadian Centre of Science and Education, they had business majors go and take a test. They used avid readers and ones who didn't read very often. The ones who read often actually scored higher because they had better reading proficiencies and new reading strategies. Now, those are something that you develop over time. And as readers, you guys will be able to do better in your everyday life. You guys are college students. So when you guys go into those tests, being a reader, you'll be able to understand better what's going on. Have you guys ever read a question on a test and it was like, what are they saying? I don't understand what they're asking of me right now. Well, actually reading regular books for fun helps you with that. It helps you extend your vocabulary and become a more well-rounded person, I think. Now, if you say, well, I don't think there's books out there that I would like. Did you guys know there's like millions of books out there? And they're on every topic and subject. Now, how many of you guys like comedy movies? There are comedy books. This is Hyperbole and a Half. And it is the funniest book that I've ever read. I actually snorted and snot came down my face while I was laughing so hard at this book because she was talking about her retarded dog. It was amazing. But her retarded dog that she loves. Now, how many of you guys like to watch movies that make you like feel something emotionally? I threw this book across the room. Okay? The ending was so unfair. It made no sense. I was angry, cried. I was so upset because it affected me emotionally. Now I'm going to talk to you guys about the action that you guys can take to become better readers. These two apps are available on all of your smartphones and tablets. And I personally have it on my phone, on my tablet, and it's my favorite app. And I have 385 books on it. And it recommends other books for me to read too. And I love it. I read this all the time. And for those of you who say, I don't have time to read, I'm busy, I have stuff to do, I have places to go, I have people to see. There's actually another app called Audible. And for those of you who catch the bus, then you have time to read because you can read on the bus. And for those of you who drive cars, Audible is available to hook up to your auxiliary cord and you can listen while you drive. It is amazing. Now today I talked to you guys about why we watch too much TV and alternatives to watching too much TV. I've talked to you guys about how watching less TV may help you. And I've also told you about an action that you guys can take. Now I want you guys to try to look at the Audible or the Kindle app. And if you guys say that you don't have enough money, you can also go ahead and download it and look up free books, because there are millions of free books on there. Now I'm going to leave you guys with a quote, and it says, "Reading makes immigrants of us all. It takes us away from home, but most important, it finds homes for us everywhere." The best thing about books is that you can find a connection to them. If you find one that you like, you can find yourself in them. I love the characters that I can see myself in. It's amazing. All right.